I'm kind of excited. I'm really excited, though, about this. I'm really excited that you want to go on the cruise.
I do want to go on the cruise.
You kind of freaked me out when I was like looking. I'm like, what are you doing? Checking what?
You're like,
what?
OMG.
Maybe they'll go down. Could you imagine?
I don't think they will.
How much are plane tickets?
At least $500 a person.
See, we got such a steal that time.
Yeah, we did.
It was insane.
That was insane. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But you know what? Next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah. You betcha. All right. Guess what time it is?
It's time for the
block party. We ain't leaving out nobody.
This is Brooke.
This is Nikki. So yeah.
Welcome.
We're just gonna be honest with you. We're recording on a Friday night.
We are recording, and
it's late.
It's midnight. Hey, Nikki.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on?
What happened in that group? Because you kind of told me a little bit, but I wasn't really there for it.
And you know how I am. Whatever, but this really bothered me.
So I think that you should.
It really bothered me.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, and I just want to first and foremost, no one jump all over me. Okay, do not jump all over me. I mean it.
I'm not going to.
Don't push me.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge.
So I don't even know what. In all honesty, I've really limited my interaction during the day, just because, excuse me, it's been hard.
Yeah.
I need to focus.
Yeah.
So, and working from home.
Yes.
Sometimes it's easy to get distracted. So I put on my do not disturb, and I don't get notifications. And then I'll take a break, and then I'll read email, whatever. And for some reason, it was lunchtime around that. I decided to go on to one of the Facebook groups.
Yep.
In the very first post, I knew whose house it was immediately looking at it. I knew it was Joe McIntyre's house. Only because he posts pictures.
Yeah. And
I'm pretty sure his house was on the show he did.
Was that his real house?
I think so, because it looks similar. Could be wrong. Might not be. I don't know. Who knows, right? I mean, I picked grass out of somebody's house that wasn't his, so whatever.
Right.
And this was when I was little.
Following your perception.
So don't, jump all over me. So, anyway. This girl posted a picture, and it was of his house. And she said that she had, she went into a story, just an innocent story, took a picture of his house. And while she was out taking a picture, the car alarm went off. It jumped her, and she got back in her car and left. And that was it.
Yeah.
She wasn't on their property. She wasn't. And I'm not. Here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about it, because I've just never been that type of person.
Right.
To go and take because here's the thing. You guys know where we're from.
Yeah.
We're from Bangor. You go down West Broadway, and I don't care what time it is, there's people taking pictures in front of Stephen King's house all the time.
All the time.
I mean, constantly.
There's always a couple cars
and
out
this
front.
is years and years and years and years. So it's I was oh, people come and they take pictures in front of their... That's what people do. That's what I thought.
And it's not a big deal.
And he was okay with that. I mean...
It's not a big deal.
People didn't go into his proproperty. They didn't go to it... Well, except for that guy that was living in his attic there.
That's different.
That's completely different.
But
it's is it annoying to him? Probably. He had small kids at the time. I don't think it was a safety risk.
But he has a fence.
Right.
Because he chose to have a fence.
Correct.
Anybody could have a fence.
That's right. So the biggest thing about this is not the picture, not the act itself.
Right.
Because again, here's the thing that we need to understand about people in general, is that everybody's opinion is different. everybody is going to think differently about things. Whether you like it or not, people aren't going to always agree with you. They're just not going to.
Right.
And you have to be okay with that. But you don't need to, what you don't do, and I'm telling you this right now, what you don't do is you don't shame somebody.
Correct.
And make them feel like a lesser human being because you don't agree with what they agree with. Or whatever. You know, it's just, it's super hard because I see it done all the time.
It happens all the time.
But here's the difference, right? What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, it's everywhere.
Oh, it's everywhere. And I mean,
everywhere. But
we're different.
I think and I might be going on a limb here,
mm-hmm.
but I think what your point is,
mm-hmm.
like, we're all here for the same reason.
Correct.
Like, we're here because we like New Kids on the Block.
Right.
Like, we're fans.
Correct.
We're all like-minded in that sense, and that's what brought us together.
Yes.
So why the fuck can't we get along?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. It's like, it makes me crazy. And I'm not, you know what? I bet I've done it. I bet I've been there, but you know what? I'm changing this. Like, I want to make a change because the way I saw that girl treated and the way those women, grown-ass women, jumped all over her and kept posting, I just came here for the comments, when they were commenting. No. Here's the thing. You don't know memes. Don't use them if you're not going to use them correctly. With popcorn blowing up and all that, I was just like, I was so mad. I just wanted to be like, you guys are grown women.
Right.
Do you have nothing better to do than to go and make this poor woman feel like absolute crap? Because there were hundreds of comments, I feel like. There were. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't even know. I mean, it got taken down eventually. It's just like we said before. We feel like this is different. We feel like...
But I get what you're saying, though, because it's one thing to go on, like, a public forum,
mm-hmm.
like on a news story or something,
mm-hmm.
where people from all different whatever are commenting on, and people are just snarky and assholes, like, for no reason.
Right.
But that's one thing. But when you're, like, part of a community...
It's like this elitist attitude. That's exactly what it is. It's like... These people who think that they need to make people to minimize them, to make them feel, and that, I'm sorry, that's bullying.
They like to tear them down.
That's bullying.
You are like, tear them down.
You are being trolls. Yes. That's my kids. They're like, troll. Yeah, that's what a troll is.
That is what a troll is.
And you are trolls.
I agree.
They're the first people that when Donnie Wahlberg is like, treat people with respect and blah, 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 they're like, #love eternal and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you were just a jerk,
right, to
somebody else, but you're going to be a complete
over something that's
because you're online. Stupid. Because you're online. You know what I mean? Like
they wouldn't say it to their face,
but I don't know. I don't know. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, because there are gentlemen too. Let's just like all get along, okay? Let's be empathetic. Like let's start a movement. Seriously, why can't we? Why can't we do it?
We can.
You know. The next time somebody posts something and you don't agree with what they're saying, you know, within our community, just think for a second. Now, if they're being like, if that girl was like, I'm breaking into his car or I'm breaking into his house or, well, that should have never been posted. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And that was my whole thing.
That's one thing.
Somebody tried to start a fight with me because no one was like saying anything. So I was like, shaking my head, like SMH.
Right.
You guys are acting ridiculous. Yes. I'm just gonna say it right now, and you are acting. How is this any different than when you like were camped out in front of their house in the 80s? How is it any different?
It's no different.
Oh, but they said, well, we were 17 back then.
So
you had adults with you,
right?
And there were no children involved, and so I said. Because I remember an interview with Jordan that said he had multiple, like, adopted. So I just assumed that he had adopted younger brothers and sisters.
Like foster?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember his mom. Sorry, I don't know his family tree. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know his family situation. Good Lord. Somebody jumped all over me. He's the youngest. Jordan's twice, like 2 different people. And I'm just like, and you know what? If you're listening to this podcast, whatever, and you're upset about it, I don't really care. I don't. Because it ticked me off.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt like you were trying to fight with me.
Yeah.
And so I was about to type something else, and I said, you know what? It's just like my mom would tell me.
Yeah.
You know, don't let them
feed into it.
Don't feed them. Don't feed it. And so I actually, I prepared this post and I wrote this like post. I really like thought about it. Spent my entire lunch on all this stupid stuff. You know, it's not stupid because like, it was like something was like, you know what, Nikki, you need to say something.
Yeah.
So I prepared this post.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's just like be a little more empathetic. Like be a little more, maybe you don't agree with it. Okay? That's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to agree with that.
Maybe you think Joe's kids are
done different.
You know, hey, and you know what? Maybe you have a point. I don't know. I'm not. This is not about the picture.
Right.
Okay. It really isn't. Even though it really isn't.
Right.
It's about how and what happened. And this one person who keeps posting things, stalker much on people's thing. It's just like, really? And I'm not sorry if I'm offending you, because that would hurt my feelings. If I went in and posted something and like in this big group of all these people and like finally decided I'm going to post something. It's just like when I said I was nervous on Reddit. That's why I'm afraid people are going to.
That's just it.
Right.
This is, yeah.
So I like got the guts to post something. And again, I'm not perfect. Okay. I'm not perfect. And I made,
nobody is.
And I'm talking like in that group, I made assumptions on one particular thing that I wrote, that now I completely changed my mind about. Completely. About the cruise stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Completely changed my mind. And I say that, but I didn't make fun of anybody.
No, of course not.
I didn't shame anybody. Like, I don't know. So I think it's a good segue because, like, I really do feel like a little bit this has been done with the cruise people.
Yeah.
With Rock This Boat. I do feel like some people, and I could be wrong, but people are very opinionated. And,
yep.
I heard a lot of strong opinions that now I'm finding out weren't necessarily true. Because I'm hearing it, the correct stories.
Right.
And, like, I'm just like, I'm still upset about it.
I just don't understand why we can't all just get along.
I don't know.
Like, what? And I won't understand.
No.
I'll never understand what fuels somebody in any situation.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, whether it be on, like, the Facebook group or whether it be towards, anybody who was on a TV show
right.
or, whatever. Like, I don't understand. Like, you are not that person. You do not know
what that person's been through. You have no idea.
Exactly.
Absolutely none. And, like,
you could be saying to somebody, like, sorry.
We've been judgmental. Let's just be honest. And now, like, I'm just, I'm like...
Well, it kind of opens your eyes.
It really does.
But it didn't come from a place of hate.
No.
Like, it didn't come from a place of that. And it wasn't like we're trying to tear anybody down.
It was more of an uncomfortable thing. It was more of a, like...
Like about the cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more of like a I'm not understanding what's going on thing.
Yes. Thank you. That's exactly it.
I'm confused.
Yes. I don't really understand how this is.
Correct. And now my eyes are completely open.
Yes. And it's helped because of the stories we received.
Right, and I have so much respect now.
Yeah.
Like,
from people that have been on the cruise.
Right. And they're so positive.
And people that have been on the cruise and the show.
Yes.
It's really
completely different. I mean, it's changed your mind, and you were like,
it has. And I was dead set against the cruise.
Brooke was like, we're not talking about the cruise.
I was like, I'm not going. Like, period. I'm not
You're
going.
Never going to get me on the boat. It's a waste of money, and I'm never going.
Yeah. I could do so much more stuff.
And today she sent me a text, and I thought she was talking about we were going now, and I'm like, oh my word. Are you serious?
I was just checking out the price.
Yeah. It's still expensive.
It's still a lot.
Yeah.
So, we have some
really good stories. And I mean, we'll probably edit the hell out of that, but
that's all right.
I just want when you come to us, like, we want you to feel, it's like, we aren't leaving out anybody. Seriously, we don't want to leave you out. Like,
no.
We really mean that. Like, when we, like
welcome
jokingly...
to the block party?
Yes.
We leaving out nobody?
Nobody.
It's true.
We are here for everyone.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Maybe someday we might end up there. That might happen on our group. We're going to say the exact same thing.
Right.
We're going to say the exact same thing. We're going to say, listen, we're grown women and men.
Exactly. Like, set an example for your children.
Because that's the thing, guys. It's happening with our kids.
It is happening.
And if we're doing it too...
crazy. If you're doing it, your kids are doing it.
Of course they are. Of course they are. They're learning it. Like, they're learning it from somewhere.
And I don't want your kid being an a-hole to my kid.
No.
Or any other kids. Like,
no.
That's not... It's hard enough.
But it's the elitist attitude, like, It's how, like, I've really had a hard time forming friendships within this until recently.
Yeah.
Because I just went into it. I mean, we've been blocked on Twitter by numerous people, and we have no idea why. Like, no idea. And these are people that, like, do you know why?
No. I have no idea why.
Isn't it weird to you? Why does it bother me so much?
It does. It bothers you way more than it bothers me. It doesn't, that doesn't bother me at all.
I'm just like, why?
I don't know.
You know, like, why would you block me? Why?
Maybe I haven't.
We're not sending spam. We're not doing anything. We're just trying to, like...
It was an accident.
No, this is not an accident. Because it's multiple people.
I mean, like, but maybe multiple people accidentally block you.
I don't think so.
Because, like, I've accidentally done things on my phone.
Yeah. Because
I'm, like, half asleep.
That's true.
Like, I fall asleep with my phone. And I'll wake up and I've, like, liked something on Facebook and I'm like, oh, man.
Oh, I hate that. I've done that before.
Yes, it's embarrassing. And then I have to go, like...
unlike it.
Yes.
And then they're like, why don't I have any likes? I had 1 like and Brooke liked it. And now I have 0 likes.
Exactly. So, anyway.
Treat one another the way that you want to be treated. And I guarantee you don't want to be treated like a dirtbag.
Right.
So the next time you want to fly off the handle at, somebody,
take a step back.
Just breathe for a second and say, what would Donnie Wahlberg do?
What would Donnie Wahlberg do?
WWDWD. What would Donnie Wahlberg do? Because I'll tell you right now, I think he would take a breath and he'd say, hate is going to hate.
That's right.
Something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Ain't no thing. That's what he'd say.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Yeah.
So.
Think about that. Think about that. And think about, I mean, some of you, sometimes it's not as easy as saying, and I don't think, I'm not saying you, I'm saying people in general.
Right.
Because you can't say, like, how would you want your children seeing this? Because some people would be like, I don't care.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But because we all have a genuine love.
Right.
Think about them. Because, like.
Wait, think about who? The Middle Block?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind.
Think about the children. Oh, wait, no. Think about Lucas on the Block.
And people are probably like, she's a damn fool. What is she talking about?
No.
Why is she getting all up in arms about people blocking her on Twitter and people, what she care? And that's the thing, like, I've talked to a couple people about it because I needed to vent.
Yep.
And, it is a forum.
I think that...
But it's different because it's more personalized. It's more personal.
What is?
When you're
being blocked on Twitter?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, I'm sorry, I'm back to the post.
Facebook group?
Yes.
It is, no, that is personal.
It's personal.
That is personal at that point.
Because it's like...
And that's crap.
You're not just some random screen name.
Right.
Your Facebook, you're there. It's like
that's you or your family,
virtually
like in the picture.
represented.
Right. And it's your real name, like your first and your last name.
Right. I don't know if I told you this, but I messaged that girl.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Well, she, I wasn't expecting anything from her. She did respond.
How did she respond?
Oh, she was just like, I put myself in her situation. The thing is, other people are not going to feel the same way that I do.
Right.
Okay? I was like almost in tears because I would have felt rejected by the community. I would have gone to the extreme, but you guys have to understand, some people are going to go like this. What if that's all they have? This is not the case for this girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, you guys don't know. Like, this could be their only outlet.
Exactly.
And now you have alienated them from it.
Yes.
Do you understand? You have alienated them. They might not understand.
I totally see what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
can I tell you?
I
never thought about that.
Isn't that weird?
No, I never thought about that, though. Like, I just think...
And I'm not saying that's how I would feel. I would be crushed, but I have other outlets.
But that's the thing.
But,
like, I never thought of it from that perspective. I'm glad you said it. Because, like, the way I look at it is, like, just don't be an asshole. Like, just be nice to people.
It's more like, this might be everything to that person.
Exactly.
You guys don't know. You haven't walked in their shoes. And again, this was not the case for this person.
This girl, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
what if you took that away because you were a jerk?
Right. And you don't know. You don't know words. You don't know the way words are going to affect somebody. And I know I've taken a ton of time, but here's, like, I feel very passionate about this. And I have from the get-go. I have from the get-go. Because I've told you this. Like, this is the whole reason why I've been so nervous to enter this community. Is because, like, there's been times that I've, put myself out there.
Yep.
And I've been completely rejected. Just like this.
Yep.
And
Which is so silly.
And I had great intentions.
Yep.
And people just crap all over you. And they're just like,
meh.
They don't understand. Like, you're putting yourself out there. So anyway, reach out to this girl.
Yes.
I felt kind of weird about it, but I just felt like I had to. I don't know. And so I said, listen, like, I don't really know what to say, but that wasn't right. And a majority of the people aren't like that. And I'm really sorry you had to go through that. And she was just like, I just don't know why everybody just freaked out. Like, she's like, they kept telling me, I mean, she was getting more into the specifics of the actual thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
and
of the picture itself.
Correct. And I think that's what people weren't understanding. Like, because I did say, how is this any different? And what I should have said was, I just should have said, you guys are acting like idiots, plain and simple, period.
It has nothing to do with the picture.
Right. Because I'm not gonna give you my views on that.
You acting like you do. Yeah.
Go into this not thinking what we said about Stephen King's house and all that. Like,
right.
But you also have to remember that everybody has different opinions on stuff because of their environment.
Right.
So I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong. I'm not saying what's right. I'm just saying treat other people with a little respect.
Exactly.
And that is my public service announcement. That was 30 minutes.
That was amazing. So let's get into this.
Let's do it. Let's get on the boat. Part 2.
So we have the first story we have is kind of like a question and answer format. This is a group of girls who met on the cruise. They're the Beta Sigma Blockheads.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
I think it's awesome. What a good idea. It was very clever.
So let's get right into it. I'll read the questions and I'll read the answers. And I'll let them, in their words, describe what they are. I think it's cool. So, Beta Sigma Blockheads.
Or do you want me to read the questions?
And I'll answer them?
Yeah.
Sure.
Want me to do that?
Yep.
Okay. So, how did you decide to start this group? When did it happen, and who founded it?
There's a group of 9 of us. Johanna, Josephine, Angela, Melissa, Michelle 1 has 2 L's. Michelle 2 has 1 L. Jody, Lisa, and Elizabeth, who met on the cruise. We've been going for a couple of years and having the time of our lives. We started to joke that being a blockhead was kind of like being a sorority, and that the cruises and concerts were our conventions and meetings. One of the members of our group, Jody, was talking with her husband one time about our group, and he jokingly used the name Beta Sigma Blockhead to refer to us. We loved that idea so much that the next year on the cruise, 2014, we kind of made it into a thing. We made t-shirts, decorated our door, wrote a pledge, and had wristbands made to give to new pledges. The idea took off and people really loved it. At the heart of this concept, and the reason I think it became so popular, is that we are all about meeting new people and accepting everyone.
See, I like that.
I love that.
I like your concept.
The whole idea started because we loved the sisterhood feeling of being a blockhead, and we wanted to continue that idea. We have formed such amazing friendships with the new kids, and we figured this would be a great way to meet more. We always say that we love the band members themselves, obviously, but that it's really about the friendships we've formed and the memories we've made. The guys are the icing on the cake.
How do you become a pledge of Beta Sigma Blockhead? Would someone just come up to you and say, hey, I want a pledge?
Like I said before, we're all inclusive. If you're a blockhead and you want in, you're in. The main place we have met new people and gotten new pledges is on the cruise. But we love meeting new people at any new kids event. If you're going on the next cruise, come by one of our cabins. We'll tweet out the room numbers closer to cruise time and come meet us. Get a wristband and agree to the pledge to make it official, and you're in. If you're not going on the cruise, catch one of us at a concert or event. I feel like I should point out that it's not actually a real sorority. It has the feeling of one, and we like that attitude, but really it's just a group of people having fun and making memories.
That's cool.
I think that's awesome.
How many members do you have?
Well, you essentially become a member when you get a wristband, and we've given out over 500 wristbands. It's been neat to see on social media when people post pics of them and their wristbands from all over the country and world.
Here's the pledge.
This is the pledge. 1. First and foremost, I promise to love, honor, cherish, and obey our favorite 5 guys. Donnie, Danny, Jordan, John, and Joey.
I pledge.
2. I promise to respect my fellow sisters and will be happy for them when they have their moment with one of the guys.
That's a really important one.
That is an important one.
I pledge. I respect that.
3. I promise to accept each of my sisters as the unique individuals they are.
Hey, there you go.
I like that.
We love the sound of this.
Music to our ears.
This is like exactly how it needed to follow.
Yep.
Right here.
4. I promise to rise and grind and live life to the fullest.
Rise and grind. So wait, we just did that. So does that mean we're Beta Sigma Blockheads?
We need the wristband.
And we need to be at an event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll get there.
Okay.
A couple of our claims to fame. Mr. Donnie Wahlberg himself has been spotted wearing a Beta Sigma wristband.
Oh, and there's a picture of this.
There is a picture of this. You can see it on our website. And I think it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. He's like,
so
hey,
awesome.
Look at me.
So awesome. In the last meet and greet on the cruise, Jordan saw our t-shirts and asked one of our group, Lisa, what they meant. She told him it was a sorority we made up and asked if he wanted to be a member. He told her he did, so she replied, well, you're in. So we now claim Jordan Knight as a member.
Oh, is he president of the chapter?
Mr. President?
Excuse me, Mr. President.
Mr.
President Jordan Knight.
Can we schedule a meeting, Mr. President? Also, in a strange twist of the universe, attached is a picture of Jenny McCarthy's stuffed cat wearing one of our wristbands. Anyway, that is just some of the random info about us. We were so thrilled that you guys wanted to hear about us and are going to mention us on your podcast. Love what you ladies are doing. Can't wait to listen.
Well, you guys are amazing.
You guys are awesome.
And just that whole pledge, that's exactly what we were just talking about.
Exactly.
We love it.
That is what we...
Right. And I feel like we all should, you know what I mean? Like, that should be... First and foremost, we're going to treat everybody with respect.
Yep.
So...
That was awesome. Thank you so much for that.
Yes,
we love that.
Thank you so much.
And we want in.
We do.
We want in.
So, you know, next time we can meet up with you guys.
I mean,
come to Maine.
Come see us.
Yeah. Come hang out and visit in sub-zero temperatures.
Not yet, though.
No.
It will be before we know it.
I know. Can we just move somewhere?
No hurricane here.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah. That
is something to be thankful for.
So, next we have Melissa.
And I just want to say,
yeah,
I am really impressed with, like, the feedback we've gotten from actual cast members.
Yeah.
From Rock This Boat. You guys.
It's awesome.
It's amazing.
So cool to hear that side.
I feel like I'm like, we've known each other for years.
For years?
Jess. Show me I could call her Jess. Did you see that? And Augie
awesome.
Likes us.
Augie. So this is Melissa. She was the birthday girl on Rock This Boat Season 2. Do you want to ask the questions again and I'll do the answers?
I surely do.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go. What is your name and where are you from?
Melissa Newell, a.k.a. #birthdayGirl, and I am from the Pacific Northwest, Oregon to be exact.
And she's from season 2. So we're
Season 2.
Yeah. And how would we know or remember you on the show?
I was the one who wore her birthday crown the whole time.
It was her birthday.
Happy
it
birthday.
Was a redo.
A redo?
40th birthday redo. How long have you been a fan of New Kids on the Block?
Since I was 14 years old when my high school BFF Sarah introduced me to NKOTB. God bless her.
God bless Sarah. and John, Jordan, Joey, Donnie,
Danny.
and Danny. That took me a little while to get through all that.
It did.
Tell us all of your favorite New Kids things, if you want to.
There are too many. I would say all my New Kids adventures are my favorite. Too hard and too many to list. But my favorite things? I would say I love how the guys, genuinely love their fans. I love that they still tour and put on a better show than most artists. That's the truth.
Yeah. Isn't that the
truth?
truth?
That is the God's honest truth.
You don't
right
need
there.
no backup dancers.
No.
Don't ever do that again.
I love how
I need to stop. You need to say it too.
What?
We're gonna this.
You know what you did?
This is gonna catch on.
I have said it. Not as much as you.
You're gonna slide it in. Like I slid in that tweet last night. Like, hey Joey McIntyre, your website's down. It really is. Can I just pause for 1 second?
It
I'm
really
sorry,
is.
Melissa. But like, it's like a serious down. Like,
someone needs to reach out to his management.
I did. I emailed them. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe I just need to get over it.
He probably doesn't care. He's probably like, website Schmitz.
I'll take over that website.
I know you would.
You know who would take over that website? Christine. She's got an amazing Twitter account. And I'm going to find it, and I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
She would, you know what she'd do? She would just be a shrine. And the first picture there, first row would be all white pants.
All white pants.
You know what you did, Christine. You know what you did.
I love how they and their music can bring together complete strangers all because of a common bond.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. Who's your favorite?
My Twitter handle says it all. At JordansGirl84. Jordan Knight all the way. Love him. Then Danny and John and Donnie, depending on my mood. And last but not least, Joe. Love them all, but I will always be a Jordan girl.
Joe come in last. I want to know why he's last.
Well, he can't be first for everything. He's my number. He's like 4.
What?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
He like goes between 3 and 4.
Why? You took a picture with him.
Because I wanted to have a picture with you.
No, that was. You're a good friend. Thank you for being a friend. And traveling down the road and back again. I appreciate you and everything you do.
Well, I appreciate you too. I probably won't do Joe again. We talked about this earlier. With my husband in the other room, we're like, well, I've already done Jordan and I've done Joe. So next I think I'm going to do John. Or maybe Donnie if I can.
I think I'd do Joe.
You would do Joe every time.
Every single time. And Michelle and Amy, love you guys. Love you guys. They have this great attitude. They're like, if you've already been with us, I would be like, no, I'm sorry. I have to
continue on my way with Joe.
I don't know. But maybe he'll feel differently. I don't know. Maybe he'll say there's no connection.
There's no connection. Can we switch?
Yeah, there's just no connection with this lady here. Can we switch? Could you imagine if that happened?
You'd be heartbroken.
I'd ugly cry.
It would never happen.
My chin would quiver. Okay, anyway. Tangent. You guys, it's like 12. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, next question. Want me to read them?
Do you have a New Kids on the Block non-cruise related story to share?
Once again, too many. I actually didn't see them in concert till I think it was 2013. I was 39 years old. My parents weren't big on me going to concerts as a teenager, so I never attended one in my younger years. Then I got married. Still loved and listened to their music, but life happened. I would always say I was going to go to their concert, but something would come up. In 2013, a friend had tickets and I went to the package tour. And the rest is history. Since that, I've been to Vegas to see them, 2 cruises, met Jordan at the Nick and Night tour, and more concerts. I know.
How did we miss that?
The last 4 years have been a whirlwind of ups and downs and a whole lot of wonderful memories, and I'm looking forward to more.
What made you want to join the cast of Rock This Boat?
Nothing really made me want to join it. I applied on a whim, no expectations of anything, the night of my mom's funeral. Oh, I'm sorry about your mom.
Yeah.
I told no one I was doing it when Donnie sent out an email on September 2nd or 3rd, one of those days. I just typed up my story, full of tears and cuss words in the wee hours of the morning and sent it off.
I missed that email because you know me. I would have, like, I'm just like...
Yeah.
I don't think. I would have been like, I want to be on it. I'm from Maine.
I'm from Maine. I want to be on it. I'm crazy. Because that's what, Well, I would be on it.
You would?
I think I would. Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Because I think, like, these girls are, like, really, like, they're putting it all out there. And I
always wanted to be in the real world, though.
I commend them for that. But I did, too, until, like, I realized...
You got older and, like, thought...
Man.
You're really putting yourself out there.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Which, good, like, I'm really glad that you did, because I loved watching you. I loved, just for me, personally, like, I don't think I could
it would be hard. It would be hard.
Because I take everything so personally.
Yeah.
Though I am putting myself out there right now. So maybe
Yes,
I would do it. I think I would. I think, you know what? I'm changing.
You know what I say?
I'm like Claire Danes.
You know what I say?
What?
Fuck it.
Well, geez, oh.
If
the bombs are flying. I'm gonna get a little beeper. Wouldn't that be cool?
To beep?
And I went, beep.
That would be cool.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna beep you.
You're gonna beep out my cuss words?
I am. It's gonna be cool.
All right. Next question.
Do you feel that there was any backlash from the Blockhead community after you were on the show? Did you receive any... Oh, sorry. Sorry, I skipped one.
You skipped two.
I did?
Yeah.
I keep moving it. I'm sorry. Okay. Wow, I skipped a lot. How did you get on the show? How does the process work?
I honestly don't know how or why I got on the show. I am just blessed I did. There were phone interviews, emails, Skype interviews, more phone calls, and more emails. Until they, the producers, and whomever else decided on a cast, I guess.
Before you were on the show, had you been on the New Kids on the Block cruise before?
Nope. I was booked for this cruise as a gift from my parents for my 40th birthday. But no, this is my virgin year.
Oh, so they did this to people who were already on the cruise. Yes. That's why we didn't get the email.
Yes.
Gotcha. Do you feel that there was any backlash from the Blockhead community after you were on the show? Did you receive any negative feedback? How about positive feedback?
Most Blockheads are nothing but supportive, happy, and want to hear all about the experience and talk about anything New Kids on the Block related. It's mostly been positive, and as always, there is going to be a few haters. It comes with the territory. That's been a hard one for me to learn, but I slowly have. I've learned to ignore it and focus on the positive Blockhead feedback.
Good.
New and old friendships and experiences. All of that and everything else far outweigh anything negative.
That's a good way of looking at it.
It's a great way of looking at it.
I love it.
I feel like I would look at it a similar way.
I think you would too. How would you think that I would look at it?
I think that any negative would crush you.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
I gotta like get some, because people are gonna, there's some people, they're not gonna like this. They're not gonna like the podcast. They're not. They're gonna say meh. Yeah, and they're gonna say, hey, Nikki, you're stupid.
They will.
They're gonna say,
no, they will.
Hey, Nikki, you're ugly.
They're not gonna say that.
And they're gonna say, hey, Nikki,
I don't even know if they know what we look like. Oh,
yeah, they do.
I've got Live.
And they know what we look like.
Oh, I guess.
Look at the Joe video right there.
Oh, yeah.
There I am. All right. Whoa. Pop on you.
What? All right. Next question.
Okay. How often are people trying to get close to you because they think you might have a connection to the group?
I really don't know. It was also just a real experience. The Rock This Boat 2 cruise and the 2016 cruise. I was enjoying myself way too much to even notice, and trust me, I have no connection to the group, only amazing memories.
How much input did you have on how things went down? Like, was the way we saw it really the way it happened?
Yes, I was really that surprised and shocked with the party, the cake, Jordan and Danny. No acting there. And no, I did not have any input, other than asking them to film from better angle.
How much access does a typical cruiser get to the guys?
Everyone has access. As long as you have no expectations, you will pretty much see the guys in the boat.
How much of your access was producer arranged?
I have truly no idea, other than they did have a show to produce. I had no script, no timeline, nothing. Just someone, the best camera operator ever, following me around most of the time. There was even an unexpected moment out there on Jenny McCarthy's Sirius XM show where I got to sing shower karaoke, and Jenny declared me the winner. The best part? Me running from Jordan on the stage. It wasn't filmed for Rock This Boat, but a fan did post on YouTube.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's fun. What was your relationship to New Kids on the Block prior to the cruise?
I didn't have one. Just a Blockhead fan who loved Jordan. I met him at the Nick and Night tour in 2014, one of my favorite moments of my life. I got my first speeding ticket ever that night up to meet him, and he signed it.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
How about now?
Probably the same. I don't have a relationship with them directly, other than they do know of me, not claiming they know me, now, and recognize me on the cruise and on tour. That was cool, being recognized by them from stage on both 2016 cruise and the past tour in June. A few follow me on Twitter and occasionally comment on my Instagram, but they do that with tons of other Blockheads too.
Are you friends with any of the other cast members?
Yep.
If you could do it all again, being a cast member, would you do it?
Depends on the situation, but most likely yes. I would want to do it again to take it all in. I am so grateful to everyone involved and to New Kids on the Block for the whole experience. It was truly a once-in-a-lifetime gift.
Is there anything you would like to say to set the record straight about your experience?
Jordan still doesn't know my name, and that is fine by me. However, a chance encounter with him near the elevators made my whole cruise in 2016 memorable, and during the photo op, and I'm so glad I had a girlfriend there to witness it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here are some general cruise-related questions, which I like. So top 5 things to pack for the cruise.
Comfortable shoes, phone charger, Dramamine, energy shots, and extension cords.
So I would not have thought of that.
What?
Extension cords.
Oh, I could have told you that.
What do you need those for?
Because there's hardly any outlets.
Really? But
Yeah.
Are you start a fire?
No.
Okay.
But you have your charging dock thing.
Like, what about like a strip? Is that
Yeah.
really okay? Top 3 no-nos on the cruise.
High expectations, stalking the guys, just let things happen. Camping out on the Lido deck all day.
Why would they camp out on the Lido deck all day? Oh, to get their spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why we need the
Yeah.
Michelle. All right. What's your favorite event?
Sail Away. Goodness. I love Sail Away. And random encounters with the guys, but the game show too.
What's Sail Away?
Like Sail Away party, like when you leave the port. Sail Away.
You're so excited. I want to do this so bad. I want to go. Brooke, let's go. I just want to get on the boat. Just feel the wind in my hair. Could I do that thing? I never let you go, Jack. Wait, no, that's bad.
No, that's bad. and you know what? She does let him go.
Yeah, she does.
There was room on that door.
Oh, it's a good time for. You know what you did.
Oh.
What would you say to convince someone who thinks the cruise isn't her jam to go on it?
It's like nothing you would ever imagine and worth every penny.
Do you hear that, Jerusha? Do you hear that?
Jerusha.
So she's like, I think she's like halfway there.
She was like me.
She was yes. And now it's more like the cruise itself. So we've got to get her to the next point.
Yeah.
We'll get her there. I have full faith.
Me too.
You changed everything, man. It looks like a blast. Is it really that much fun?
Then some and more. See my above answer to the previous question. It's what you make of it too. You can choose to be miserable because something didn't happen the way you imagined, i.e. expectations, or choose to have the time of your life.
That's one thing that I had seen from other people, that like you might not see them.
Right.
That's okay. Right?
Well, you have to be realistic.
Right. Okay. How often do you spot a new kid?
Every day. At least twice a day, if not more. Between parties, shows, game shows, photo op, and Lido deck, every cruiser is guaranteed to see them.
Oh, there you go.
And you never know. One may jump out of a cake for your birthday or end up in your cabin.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then she has some pictures.
They're awesome. Like when Danny showed up in her cabin.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. And they had like a photo booth.
So cute.
That's amazing.
I love this picture of
and
her
her
and John.
poor friend.
John's really tan.
Yeah, he is. And he's wearing He's wearing, like, the shirt I have.
Yeah.
Except mine says Fenway. His says Boston. With a Sitco.
That's so cute.
I love it. So when her and Jordan took this picture, like, her friend that was planning her party, I know. He jumped out of a cake.
Jelly.
He jumped out of a cake. How did they get that cake there? That's what I want to know. How do these people get all this stuff in their luggage? That's going to be a problem for me.
You are going to have a big problem with luggage.
You're going to have to, like, start packing with me, like, 2 weeks before.
You are going to be paying extra.
You think so?
For your
no,
luggage.
you're just going to help me. I need your help with that. I need your help with that.
I did an 8-night cruise in just a carry-on.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
And it was for work.
That's not going to happen.
So I had, like, work clothes and, like, regular clothes.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let's just, because here's the thing. I'm going to need to take stuff to decorate. I'm going to need to take...
Right.
So, but you're going to have to help me. And Melissa, these pictures are amazing.
They are amazing. You. I love them.
All right. It's my turn to read.
All right. We have...
I'm going to get through this.
What story is this?
This is Maria's story.
Awesome.
She's from season 1.
Okay.
And she was one of the 3 single moms.
Okay. Yep.
And she's from New York. I think they're all from New York. I loved them.
I did too.
Loved them.
I did too.
I loved their outfits in the last night when they had the crowns that were like the New York City skyline. What she did. I loved her. She was one of my... I mean, I loved everybody.
Want me to read the questions?
I do. Yeah, let's do it.
So this is Maria's story. How long have you been a fan of New Kids on the Block? Tell us all of your favorite New Kids things, if you want.
All right. I have been a New Kid fan since as long as I can remember, which is probably 8 or 9 years old. Jordan Knight was the first boy that brought upon all those funny feelings that weren't my normal disgust I usually felt for boys. I hear that. Ever since his fancy dance moves from You Got It, The Right Stuff, appeared on my MTV, when MTV was actually music television, we know what you're saying there. Yes.
Oh my God.
Those dimples and vampire smile.
Okay, the vampire smile kills me.
She is like, I feel like you've said that.
Because he had a vampire smile.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Is that why he got braces?
Is that why he got braces?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
Brody has a vampire smile.
Aww.
Have you seen it? His 2 little teeth.
I don't think it was like a vampire.
He puts his mouth like...
Well, he plays with them.
And his teeth stick out.
Yeah.
Those dimples and that vampire smile, I already said, had me down for the count for what may have seemed like to eternity. Well, I can relate.
Who's your favorite?
Jordan Knight is my fave, although as my adolescent mind tried to rationalize and weigh out... Yes! The probabilities of actually marrying a new kid and my chances would be better with Joey Mac since we were closer in age. I feel you.
That makes perfect sense to
Yes, me too. It didn't work because today I always gravitate towards that night.
Do you have a New Kids on the Block non-cruise related story to share?
Okay, yes. This is very sad.
I haven't heard this, so.
I'm just going to let you know.
Okay.
My Remember Betty story. If you don't know, Remember Betty is the breast cancer charity that Danny Wood started a memory of his mother, Betty Wood, who also passed away from breast cancer in 1999. And I do want to say, if you're going to donate to anything, I think this is a great charity to donate to.
Yeah. Agreed.
Warning, this may be long, but very touching. My sister was diagnosed with breast cancer in October of 2014. She went through treatment, but unfortunately her cancer was so aggressive that she passed away on November 17th, 2015. During her treatments, Remember Betty really helped her out. They sent her care packages, they helped with her resources, they paid for some of her insurance premiums, and even paid for her cremation. I mean, that's just really, you know?
Yeah.
Abby, the director of Remember Betty, continued to check in on me, and continuously checked in on my sister and me. She really cared, which meant that Danny also really cared, since he is the driving force of the charity. That's amazing. That's a beautiful picture of them.
That is a beautiful picture of them.
It's just, it's a very, you know what I mean? Like, it's, and you can see these pictures on the website. When she passed away, Danny sent his condolences to me via private message. That meant a lot. That's
sweet.
During her transition, my sister was worried about the loved ones that she would leave behind. She was truly worried about me and who would be strong for me. Whew. When I told her that although no one would replace her, I had Remember Betty and all the Blockheads who have expressed their concern and love for us. She had some comfort in knowing that the love that poured in from Remember Betty and all the Blockheads that contribute will help me get through. It was a very sweet moment. Kathy, my sister, is even on the Remember Betty webpage as a testimonial of where the contributions and donations go and how they assist. That is a gorgeous picture of her.
Yes, it is.
And this is them as well. If there's ever a charity you want to donate, same thing I said, please look into Remember Betty. They're truly great. And right now, I don't know, I mean, you guys probably already know this, but they are doing a contest. So when you donate, you get tickets for the drawing for the cruise. So
that's cool.
If you go to the Remember Betty website, it's right there.
And it's a great cause.
It really is. Then there's a time that I straight out bawled my eyes out on Donnie Wahlberg's coat. And I want to just say right here, she sent me this picture. And, like, I got emotional, but I didn't even read the story. It just looked...
Yeah, I just looked at it.
It just...
And I haven't heard the story.
I know.
It's an emotional picture.
It took me about a year to really feel the loss of my sister. I had been taking care of my daughter and my mom that I had been taking care of my daughter and my mom that I was still numb. When the 1-year anniversary of her death came, it hit me. I was a total mess. I was sent home from work because I thought I could just make it through, and was just like I said before, I was a total mess. My friend who I had met through the cruise knew I was not feeling well and decided to take me along on her adventure to visit Donnie on set. It was 3 of us, my friend, her friend who had never met Donnie, and me. As usual, Donnie loves his fans and immediately asks to take your phone to capture some selfies. When it came to me, he asked for my phone, and I said no, and he was surprised and asked why. I told him that I told him that I'd been crying. Seriously, Donnie Wahlberg. Seriously. Just give me a second.
You have a second.
Okay.
You have all the time you need.
Seriously. Like, really? Is he for real? Is he? I'm just wondering.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. I'm okay. Oh, you just know it's going to be. Because he's Donnie Wahlberg.
But I didn't see the picture.
He's Donnie Wahlberg. I told him that I'd been crying my eyes out all day, and I looked like a mess. His face went from giving that warm smile to genuine concern. I told him what today was and why I was so sad. As I was telling him, I broke down again, and he just hugged me. He told me he had lost a sister as well, and he knew my pain. I snapped out of this and was like, oh my God, I'm slobbering all over Donnie's coat. I must have said that out loud because he said he didn't care and hugged me even tighter. I was a total mess. It felt like a real friend who was holding me and sharing my pain. I can't even look at that picture. I just got like really emotional.
It's a beautiful picture.
Look at me. I'm like a mess. You're emotional this time.
Huh?
You're emotional this time.
It's a touching story.
It really is.
It is.
I mean, that man is so amazing. He empathizes with all of us. Yes. This picture is just amazing. It's amazing. Okay. I'm going to get myself together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That doing math in my head does not work.
Is that a thing?
It's sometimes, yeah, because I guess it like trains the like emotional part. So like it does work. I should say it does work. It like when you start doing math and it's basic math. So like add up your birthday.
I ask you like what's 2 + 2?
Like I have to like keep adding stuff together, and then all of a sudden it will, because you're using the other side of your brain.
You don't want someone to quiz you. You just do it.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See, I'm good. Sense. Do you see?
Yeah.
Like it like totally.
That makes sense though.
Okay. It just doesn't work like it takes a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. What made you want to join the cast of Rock This Boat? How did you get on the show? How does the process work?
I found out about the show through... Okay, so this is really neat because I really wanted to know. Season 1, they were the first.
Right.
So I was really interested. I'm still interested about season 2, but, you know. I found out about this show through social media, and it was relatively late for entries. It asked to send in videos with cabin mates in our story. I sent in an email, pretty long one, because I can just ramble on, and I'll ramble on and on if you haven't noticed. Have you listened to it? She's listened to our podcast. She knows. This is how we roll. This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
You're in good company.
I sent pics along with my story about my friend Kim, who I met the year before in the roommate match program, and despite both of us saying the New Kids on the Block cruise would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, just like those VIP seats.
I know.
Here we are. Here we were about to embark on my 3rd cruise and her 2nd in October. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Pallavi,
I think, is a friend I met at work. And, like, I heard it, but, like,
I know.
You know me. I'm always, yeah. You know how it's awkward meeting the new kid in town, but we both clicked immediately when she asked me what I was listening to and I told her New Kids on the Block. Her big, beautiful eyes lit up, and she told me all about her adventures as a kid. She told me all about how she would follow them on tour, and she would sleep on a friend's family members' couches in distant cities just to be in the nosebleed sections. Oh, that is amazing.
That's cool.
That is amazing. I did send her a message.
Pallavi?
Yes. So hopefully she responds.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear all these stories, because that's amazing right there.
That is amazing.
I want to know how many concerts you went to, and Pallavi could not believe about the New Kids cruise and immediately was on board to join the fun. We were all single moms, and that's what my submission was about. The struggles and the times, torture of being both parents in one body for our children. I can't even imagine.
I can't either.
I can't. I talked about how we sacrifice some of ourselves, and sometimes we can lose our identity being a parent. That's so true. It's so true. Like, when I can't even imagine when you're trying to be both. You know?
Right. Oh, no, I can't imagine at all.
It's crazy. But when we listen to New Kids on the Block and go to their events, the inner child and individual comes back out, and it's amazing. I sent some pics of Kim and I from the year before and how we let loose in the cruise. And I think we would slide right in.
Yeah.
I feel like we would be really good friends, all of us. These are amazing pictures, by the way. You look like you were having a blast.
Yes, I love the pictures.
And you guys are beautiful.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Is that weird? But
no,
they are beautiful.
Not at all.
Beautiful.
And I remember I really liked her clothes.
Yes.
I did watch season 1, although I haven't watched season 1 since season 1 aired.
Like, beautiful.
That always stuck out in my mind.
Beautiful. Can you teach me how to do my makeup? Do you think somebody would, teach that to me? Can you teach me how to do my makeup?
Who?
You.
I think I've tried.
I just don't get it.
But it's different. It's different. It's simplified. I do totally different than I used to do. I'll teach you.
Okay. Because I'm ready.
Yeah.
Because Bryn needs to learn.
I'll teach you. I'll teach Bryn, too.
Okay.
Because she's so young.
She's just like me. I wasn't interested. You know?
I've always been
just give me some Body Bell. Put that on there. And some blue mascara. Remember when I used to wear that?
Yes.
Did you receive compensation for being on the show? Did you get a discount on the cruise? We didn't get paid much. No discounts for the cruise or anything special.
Before you were on the show.
Sorry, I read that.
That's okay. Had you been on the New Kids on the Block cruise before?
Yes, my first time on the cruise was 2012. I thought I had worked a ton of overtime. Oh, sorry. Though I had worked a ton of overtime as a server for the Cheesecake Factory at the time to pay for this trip. It was definitely going to be a one-time deal. I was so wrong. I'm going this year, and this will be my 6th cruise. That's going to happen to us.
That's awesome.
This is our life now.
This is our life now.
Funny story. To get myself to truly enjoy this cruise, I had to assure my daughter was well taken care of. My very overbearing mother was my only babysitting option that I was comfortable with. Knowing my mother and her lack of understanding for my love of New Kids on the Block, I already know I'm relating to this already.
Okay, so can I just tell you?
I already know I'm relating to this already.
I have read this part. This was the only part I read.
Yeah.
And I can totally relate to this.
Because my mom
190%.
My mom would be like, yeah. I knew she would not agree to babysit for 4 days while on the cruise. So 1, it's very expensive and a single mom on a waitress salary was not going to afford it. And 2, according to my mother, it was very irresponsible.
Does that sound like my mom?
Yes, more so than my mom. I mean, but my mom is the same way.
My mom would not. She probably wouldn't speak to me for a little while.
When we go on the cruise?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I can't live with that guilt. See, I feel like I'm like...
But that's my reality.
I feel like your mom thinks like I'm the bad person. Like I'm a bad influence.
She doesn't.
I love her. She's like, I mean, your family's like my family. But I just hope she's not like that, Nikki, putting those cruise thoughts in your head.
No, she knows I'm my own person.
Okay. As you can see, my dilemma, my only choice was to come up with an elaborate lie. I love it. I kind of feel horrible. Don't feel horrible. Don't.
You do what you have to do.
Don't feel horrible. Okay. My lie needed to consist of work and a trip that is totally being paid for. It took time to plan the perfect lie, but I did it. I have one. I have one to talk about, and I will after. I did this.
You did?
I did. Do you want me to say it now?
Yes.
When I went to LA?
Oh, yes, I remember that.
And I told my parents that I was training for work.
Yes. Yes.
I was like 19 and I flew across the country. Yeah, that was
with
dumb.
Kristen, right?
That was dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily we stayed with a non-serial killer who she had said that she was friends with at Bentley. Turns out she met him online.
Oh my God.
But he had a beach house on Venice Beach. So
that's nice.
We kind of lived the life for a little bit there. That was kind of cool. And then I met the guy from Fame. I don't know who he is. He was a nice guy. Okay. Sorry. Back to your story. Just had to, because I just remembered that.
Segue.
Is that a real work term?
It is.
Because I looked it up. I was talking to someone today, and they asked me what that meant.
I know, but you spelled it wrong.
I did. I spelled it like segue.
You spelled it like mall cop.
Oh.
That's okay.
How do you spell it?
I saw it a couple times, and I was like...
Did you cringe?
I did a little bit, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I was trying. I don't know. How do you spell it?
I would have to look it up, but I know it's not spelled like mall cop.
Oh, man. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. All right. I just got a new job at a hospital, which made it worse because my mother would never agree to have me go on vacation right after acquiring a new job. She thought my employer wouldn't understand and decided to choose another candidate for a position. I decided to make up a medical conference in Miami. Then eventually I was chosen to attend, all expenses paid, of course. I was going to be a very busy meeting during the day and networking at night, so I wouldn't have much time to call her. I had to think about time I would not have cell service. Yeah. My daughter knew as well, and I called whenever I could. She was totally fine with it. She told me to have a good time because I totally deserve it. I also told a colleague of mine, just in case something tragic happens. I heard the Bahamas is known for their disappearing acts. Oh, my word. Oh, man. Oh, the shame. The things we do for the love of New Kids on the Block. You are amazing. You are amazing. Your daughter is beautiful.
I was going to say, her daughter is absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And she looks just like her.
Yes.
All right,
okay,
next question.
Yep.
Do you feel that there was any backlash from the Blockhead community after you were on the show? Did you receive any negative feedback? How about positive feedback?
There was some backlash, especially after the cruise and before the show aired. It was very difficult being on social media because people who weren't in the know would make all these horrible assumptions about the cast, which I'm so sorry that happened. By then, I have gotten to know a bit more. All are lovely people who I still keep in touch with till today. During embarking, when the cameras were around us, I heard some people making remarks and I was bothered by it. But after a while, I was too involved in the fun and excitement that is the New Kids on the Block cruise that I totally blocked it out. I like her.
Yeah.
You're a good person. I've heard horror stories about cast members being hit and pushed. That's not cool. That's not cool.
No,
that's not cool.
That's not how grown women act.
No.
Sorry.
And who are these women?
I don't even know.
Show them to me.
Show your face.
It's horrible what jealousy can do. You better believe it.
Yep.
How often are people trying to get close to you because they think you might have a connection to the group? To be honest, I'm sorry, I read the question again.
It's all right. Keep going.
Sorry. To be honest, I'm not quite sure. I know I'm supposed to be a witty New Yorker, but when I am in the new kid environment, I feel safe, and everyone that approaches me, I feel that they're genuine. And sadly, they will realize I have no connections with any of them. I'm just a fan like the rest of us. I think they filter themselves out. Good. Filter.
Right.
You don't need them. Because seriously.
Right. No, you don't need them.
I mean, seriously.
It's ridiculous. How much input did you have on how things went down? Like, was the way we saw it really the way it all happened?
During the interview process, we were asked what we were planning on doing and if there were any shenanigans being planned. We didn't have any shenanigans planned, but we did have outfits and costumes that were featured. We weren't asked to do anything that we weren't planning on doing already.
That's cool.
With the exception of the flyboarding. Me being a Marine vet, oh, that's really cool. I did not know that.
What?
She's a Marine vet.
Oh, yep.
She's a veteran.
I didn't know that either.
Didn't know that. Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm always down for some adventure. I was not thinking when I agreed to do that because I was still drunk from the Donnie's after party he hosts on the cruise. I love the pictures you posted. I freaking love the pictures you posted. Those are great. Look at her face. I know what you did. You know what you did. I said it wrong. It is 1:17.
Yep.
All right. I believe Kim and I got back to our room close to 6:30, 7 a.m. We had to get up to go on this adventure by 9 or 10. That sucks.
That does suck. I
was mortified to think that Jordan Knight was going to see me in this unflattering wetsuit. I'm going to just say that I think you looked great. I remember that, and I remember thinking, I would not look like that.
I would not.
I would not look like that in that wetsuit.
I would look like a bowling ball.
Remember when we did the bowling ball thing and we had that outfit on?
Yep.
The Velcro wall?
Yep.
That's what I felt I would look like.
That was fun.
It was fun, but that's what I felt I would look like. You looked great. All right. Go ahead. It's not highlighted, sorry.
Oh. How much access does the typical cruiser get to the guys? How much of your access was producer arranged?
Our producer did not arrange anything for us with the guys at all. Nothing. This is like amazing. Like, I'm so glad that this is like,
right. Because
this is awesome. This makes me respect this so much more.
Respect the process?
Yes. And I think that more people need to hear this. Don't you?
Yeah. I think
maybe there'll be a Rock This Boat 3.
That'd be awesome.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. Just don't let me hear any of the negative stuff. Wait, I forgot something. She said, I was mortified to think that Jordan Knight was going to see me in this unflattering wetsuit and totally fail at this water event. I forgot that part. Sorry.
Oh.
That was from the previous question.
All right. What was your relationship to New Kids on the Block prior to the cruise? How about now?
Okay. Prior to the show, New Kids on the Block saw me as a fan that would show up to the New York events. After the show, I feel like they do recognize us a bit more. There's a video she sent. It was amazing. Did you see that one with Jordan Knight? It's amazing.
I have to look.
It's amazing. I go to visit Donnie on set of Blue Buds when he's near, and I can see him. I do feel that my sweet Babu. I love that. I said that right?
Yeah. That's what Lucy used to call Linus.
Oh, really?
You're my sweet Babu.
Oh. That's what my friend Jamie called her grandma. Babu.
Babu?
Yeah.
Aww.
I love Babu. Babu used to buy me stuff for Hanukkah.
That's nice.
Even though I wasn't Jewish, I still got to celebrate.
You got to celebrate with them.
Yeah. Jamie would celebrate Christmas. She just didn't want to sit on Santa. Okay, sorry. Tangent. Okay. I do feel that my sweet Babu, a.k.a. Jordan Knight, does remember me as being part of the show and acknowledges that I'm a Jordan girl. He may not know my name, but he recalls me from the show, and I think that's fine by me. I think that they know.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you? I think so.
Definitely.
Joe knows. Joe knows in that picture. He knows.
You know what you did.
You said it.
I did.
I'm excited. Maybe it will catch on. Maybe not. Because he might recall who I am. He may give me a wave here, a wink, a hug, or even dance for me. Dance for me, Jordan Knight. Dance for me. And by that, making my dreams come true. I love you, Maria. That is a fantastic... Look at that picture. Ooh,
I love that picture.
Look at that. Look at what Jordan's wearing. I ain't mad at that.
What he's wearing?
Yeah.
That jacket?
Yeah.
It's like a smoking jacket.
It does. Look at Joe.
Joe's face looks crooked.
Whatever. Look at he's winking.
I know, I saw that.
I
That's
love
cute.
it. Oh, these are so good.
They are. They're awesome.
Sorry, I had to
pictures.
pause to look at the pictures.
Are you friends with any of the other cast members?
Absolutely. I have a friend, Jackie, who has been amazing to me. She's totally has been my surrogate big sister. She doesn't live too far away from me, and we chat daily. Kim is so amazing. Jackie is amazing. I liked Jackie.
Yeah.
Kim is so amazing. We chat every now and then and always touch base with our new kids' adventures. I love the sisters from Ohio. Natalie, Jamie, and Deanna are the sweetest. The whole bridal party are amazing and so much fun. The Seattle sisters, Sarah and Telly, are the most fun and sweet, caring girls you will ever meet. I see the Scotts every cruise. Oh, the Scotts? They still go?
They do?
They do? That's interesting.
That is interesting.
I like them.
I do too.
You know?
Yep.
They took a chance.
Have fun.
I see the Scotts every cruise and some concerts. They are so funny and nice. I feel like they got a bad rap on the show. I thought they were a riot.
I did too.
I would have been like,
I thought they were cool.
Look at these dudes. Hey, let's just be honest. They had a good plot. They had a good, plot's the wrong word. They had a good plan.
Yes, they did have a good plan.
I mean, that was pretty genius.
It was. It might have been a little bit poorly executed, but...
Hey, they met some good ladies.
But you know what? You do you, Scots.
You do.
I'd like to talk to them.
I would too. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Next cruise. Hey, let's look them up on Twitter and see if they want to talk to us.
That's what I was saying.
Let's do that. We follow each other through social media and truly excited during our big life moments, such as babies, our children graduations. We also hurt when one of us loses a loved one, as many of us have. That's sad. That makes me sad.
Yeah.
I want to look at these pictures real quick. Oh, these pictures are amazing. So the bridesmaids, we already talked about that on the last one, that we talked to Danielle, and that Norm grew up 45 minutes away from us.
Yes.
That is insane. And Danielle is going to respond.
Cool.
She's been busy.
Yeah.
I waited a little bit too long to send her the thing. So I get to message her again. This is amazing.
Ready for the next question?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just looking at this picture. Who is that?
Okay.
Is that the Scots? It's the
I think that's the Scots, yeah.
That's amazing. Sorry. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
If you could do it all again, being a cast member, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Is there anything you would like to say to set the record straight about your experience?
Okay, number one, and I think we all need to listen to this right now. It wasn't a scripted show. If anyone saw us do a retake of a scene, it's because they didn't catch the initial moment or other technical issues. Remember, this is a show with cameras, and they aren't always capturing the important moments. And it's a reality show, people.
Right.
We got to remember that.
Right.
Because the thing is, if people film my life all day long, people fall asleep.
And they just showed that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not. They just be like.
They need to cut it together a little bit.
Exactly. Okay. The Scottish guys are super sweet and aren't bad guys at all. I really never thought they were bad. I thought they were funny.
I didn't think they were bad either.
No.
I thought they were funny.
Yeah. I don't have any perks or connections with New Kids on the Block. I wish.
Cool.
That's cool. I didn't really think so either. I mean, it didn't seem, All right.
So, we have some general cruise-related questions. The top 5 things to pack for the cruise.
Alcohol. LOL. Kidding. I'm not. Bring on the rum.
Wow.
Bring on the captain.
They won't let you take it on.
That's true.
Stinks.
A fun attitude and carefree spirit.
Perfect.
Leave all expectations at home. That's the second time we've heard that.
Yep.
Some quality and girlfriends.
That's cool. Top 3 no-nos on the cruise.
Don't push people. No. That's stupid. Don't push people. Don't push them. Okay? Just don't do it.
Nope.
Don't miss out on scheduled events to stand post on the Lido deck for night parties. That's the second time we've heard that.
Yep.
Ladies, don't do it.
That's not a cool move.
No, just don't do it. Don't go on the cruise and criticize it. Stay home. Yeah, stay home.
Yep.
I'm sure another blockhead would have loved to stand where you're standing. Because we want to be there right now. We want to be there right now.
Yep.
What's your favorite? Oh, sorry. Go.
What is your favorite event?
The whole thing. The sail away party because it's official. Again, that's.
Yep.
I think we're going to be pretty excited about that.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's fun. The fun is all about to begin, and that all the hard work and long countdown is finally here. The time of our life is about to begin, and I'm always ready.
Fun. Yeah. What would you say to convince someone who thinks a cruise isn't her jam to go on it?
I've shown people the promo videos of the cruise, and even my non-New Kids on the Block friends want to come along.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your stories.
Thank you, all three of you.
All three of you.
They were great.
I mean, and all the Beta Sigma Blockheads.
Yep.
And Melissa and Maria. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. We're really glad that we're going to be able to get this out, and so people can listen to it and
hear your take on it.
Exactly.
I think that's really, really cool.
And you're amazing. I hope that we become friends.
Yeah, me too.
We hang out. You're welcome.
Maybe we'll see you next year on the cruise.
Yeah, you're welcome in our neck of the woods anytime. Come up to Bangor, Maine. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
You know what you did.
You know what you did. Maybe we can see Vanilla Ice together.
Awesome. Let's kick it.
Kick it. One time. Boing.
Beep, 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 bonk, bonk, bonk.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Why do you sound like that? Why does it sound like that?
That looks like a fish.
That was a sing. That was like a sing song.
That was pretty good.
All right. And 1, 2.
Oh, I'm keeping that in.
No.
Yes,
That was ridiculous.
All right.
Okay. So, a little bit of housekeeping before we wrap this up because we've been going.
We're almost on the hour and a half.
Wow.
This is a long episode.
And it is almost 1:30 in the morning. So, just a couple things we want to mention.
Girl,
do you want to fight?
Want to say goodnight?
So, we have, as you know, if you've listened, we've set up a Patreon account. Mm-hmm. If you want to donate, great. If you don't,
no big deal. Hey, no big deal. We all have stuff.
That's
whatever.
Fine. That's fine.
It's there if you want to.
But it's there if you want to. Just go to our website, mysocalledwhatever.com, under support. Mm-hmm. We also, of course, have our Twitter at SoCalledWhatever. Yep. We have Instagram at
we have a Facebook group.
We have our Facebook page that you can like. And then we also have our Facebook group. So if you want to join that, just look us up under My So-Called Whatever group.
Yep.
And, ask us to add you, and we'll pull you right in.
Yeah, we're on Instagram, too.
We are. I did say that.
Oh, you did? Sorry.
I did say that.
Totally missed it.
I think I did.
We gotta post more on Instagram.
Yeah.
Nah.
So, I think
that's it.
I think that's it. So we'll wrap this up.
Yep. And if you have any more cruise stories,
send them our way.
Yes. And
yes.
Can we? I wonder if there's any scary New Kids on the Block stories. Not like scary crime related. I don't want that. I mean like scary ghost stories with New Kids on the Block.
Ghost. If you have one, send it to us. I would hear crime-related stories.
Oh, there's that one.
There is that one.
We're going to talk about.
But,
doesn't really, it's not, against New Kids on the Block. It's just that, somebody...
Right, yeah. No, I don't want to hear about somebody, trying to,
No, I don't want to hear that. No, right.
So, anyway, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening.
And we will, talk at you next week.
Yeah. And, yeah. Let's do it.
You want to do that next week? It's 1:30 in the morning.
Right.
All right. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.